And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and our special guest is going to be Dr. Alan Brown, who's hiding in the wings. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
It's good to see you.
Little wet, but okay.
It was raining hard on me.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ever have that feeling that you'll never get to go back to a restaurant again? You ever have that feeling?
What'd y'all do?
Well,
y'all let Greg in near the buffet, didn't you?
That's funny.
I took Angie out to eat Sunday, and I just got a feeling we ain't never going back. We were getting ready to go, and I heard her say, "No, I'm his wife." I didn't think nothing about it, and so I come home, and she goes, "Do you know what she asked me?" And I said, "No." She wanted to know if I was your mama.
Oh boy.
We ain't never eating there again.
Going there no more.
Boy.
Or the tip ain't gonna be no good either.
Somehow or another, I feel like this is my fault.
Well, of course it is. After all these years, you know that's the truth.
It always is.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. Yeah. A man just cannot help but get in trouble there.
Nope.
No.
I'd like to say that maybe I was in the bathroom or something, and I had nothing to do with it. I'm going to take that case there.
I tell you what, let's see. This is how strong. Next time you go to a restaurant on your way out, step back about 4 or 5 steps and then yell, "Hey, mama."
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
We do welcome you into the morning show. We're glad that you spend part of your day with us as we begin this wet day, as we mentioned a moment ago. It's only going to be worse through about 11 o'clock. It'll start fading away after that. We'll get some sunshine this afternoon. Mm-hmm. We look forward to that.
We can see some flash flooding. We haven't gotten reports from any flash flooding yet, but just be careful while you're out there, because I do see some flash flooding come with all this rain. Awful lot of rain.
Quitman is catching it right now. Everything south of there all the way down to Shibuda. They might not have a Shibuda after this. And Quitman, it fills up pretty quick there like a fishbowl. Where's Todd?
Yeah. And I hope Sheriff went and checked on Harold this morning.
Yeah, we can't have Harold getting wet.
No, we can't have Harold getting wet. We got to take care of him with Barry under the weather. And prayers continue for our friend, our family, Barry White.
Yeah, we'll be doing a fundraiser for old Barry not too long from now. House Republicans are scrambling as they get trying to get a new bill together quickly at the House. Y'all want to know why? Congress has their first transgender person that elected to Congress, and they're trying to pass a bill to where you've got to know which bathroom to go use.
Well, yeah.
This is going to be a tricky one. Mm-hmm. Just so y'all know that's
no, it's not tricky. You got male and female. You got there's two. You get 2 doors. You get a men's room. You get a women's room.
You know where I'm going with that.
Mm-hmm.
There will be all types of arguing over that.
Yeah, and that's crazy. We got more stuff to worry about now.
Yes, we do.
Than to worry about that. You got it's either an innie or an outie, and it's the only way it is, point blank and period.
Well, we'll see what becomes of it if that law passes or not. I would think that it would with the way that Congress is set up at this point.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. We do see that the mayor, where's this? It's going to be Boston, is not giving it up. Going to fight. Boston. They're going to try not to have a tea party and deport anyone. All of the illegals are still welcome in Boston. We'll see how that happens.
Nevada, I think, is the same way. That little girl come out. I say little girl. She's governor, but she sounds like a little girl. And she, well, we're not going to take the police away from their regular duties to go chase down the illegals.
Well, she doesn't have to worry about that, because if you've been reading the headlines like I have, they ain't got to worry about it. Have y'all seen this?
The military's coming to get them for you.
Coming.
Yep.
In a big way.
If you stand in the way, they're going to take you with them.
They
no questions asked, because when the federal government comes down and says this is the way you shall work,
It's coming.
That's the way you're going to do it.
This will be huge in America, of taking back
Arizona.
America.
Maybe it's Arizona I was thinking about, not Nevada.
I
John,
tell you-
has that got that little girl sounding governor?
I don't pay a lot of attention to those states. They're Midwest. I just, they're not in my timeline every day, but it could be. I know there's a lot of illegals in both areas. When you get into El Paso, those areas there,
Yeah.
it's just one after the other. Let's see here.
Yeah.
That Morning Joe guy, do y'all know who I'm talking about? That's on
Yeah,
MSNBC?
This got ties to Meridian here.
Yeah, sure does. And the girl that's his co-host, bless her heart, Joy, maybe?
No, I don't watch the show. I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup if he was the only one standing there.
I guess there's two ways you can look at what I'm fixing to say. They realize that ratings are tanking and that America voted for Trump. So there's two things you can do. You can fight that and your ratings go lower, or you become friends. They took a trip to Mar-a-Lago this week to meet with him to try to reconcile with everything bad that they've said.
I think that's a little too late for that, don't you?
Well, they're looking at ratings and what they should do in the future. Is it a step in the right direction, or is it just a hoax to get ratings? I don't know.
Drew said that was his wife. Maya? Is that who the co-host is?
It could be. It may be his wife.
Maybe his wife.
Yeah, but they went to
Okay.
Mar-a-Lago. If they're sincere, that's good. Either way, I guess it's good to go meet with whoever it is instead of just like Whoopi Goldberg does, yelling at people. It's just best to go meet and try to find some common ground, and maybe something good will come out of this.
Yeah.
Well, so we talked about a girl from yesterday that was at Fox, and then she started her own network.
Megan?
Megan Kelly. Now her and Trump, well,
Now.
they clashed.
Oh, yeah.
They made up, and they've moved on. So maybe this is something that could come
It's
out of
possibility.
It's possible. We'll
Now,
see.
I'll say this now: the only person that we're getting flack that we're hearing that is being appointed would be Matt. What's his last name?
Gaetz.
Gaetz. And let me say this about Gaetz: if he were 100% guilty, he would have already lost his job. They come after him with everything they had. He would have been arrested by now and paraded through town and arrested. Are the rumors going to continue? Yes. Should he get the job? I don't know. That's for everybody in Congress to approve or not. But my point is, if he were guilty, you remember the raids that happened in the middle of the night where they drug people out of their house?
Yeah.
They would have arrested this guy, I believe, had he been guilty. There is a report out there that's looming. Will it ever
I
come to
think
light?
it's
I don't
already
know.
come to light. And I think a lot of it was there was a girl who came outside of a party that was sex and drugs, and that was the theme of the party. Came outside.
Oh,
and-
like a Puff Daddy party.
yeah, one of those. And he was engaged with a 17-year-old, and she had took the stand and said, that was my friend. I know who she was. I know how old she was. And I did see them engaged in activity. And I don't know, I haven't heard the report of what she had said, but they kind of squashed everything and just dropped it and let it go. But that's supposedly in this report
again,
that is coming out. And
If they could have proved that by
they could.
a light, he'd be in jail. What Jeff Bates sing? That'll get you 10?
That'll get you more than that. And
But-
it should.
Oh,
If
yeah.
she's underage, it should get you a lot longer than that.
But again, I go back to we're too deep into this. They've been after him for years. If he were guilty, he would be arrested by now. Just small thoughts. We'll be right back as we'll get into some local headlines. You got to know what's happening around us. Always know what's happening there. We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
I really got to work on this button pushing.
It's us.
How you doing over there, Doc?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Your wife still lets you come associate with us?
I'm not sure she even knows I'm here.
See, that's always a good thing when you kind of slip out the house and they don't know. Lots going on at the University of West Alabama. How are book sales? How did you do? I went to see you at your book signing.
Oh, I did fine. Did well.
What's our next book we're working on? And how do I get to be in a chapter again?
Oh, boy.
It's Louisiana Scoundrels.
Louisiana.
And I don't think you're in it.
Is it? What's that bridge over there? The Huey P. The Huey P. It's in. I'll think of it in a second. Huey P. something bridge. He was a governor of Louisiana.
Huey
Oh,
Long.
in Selma?
Yeah, Louisiana.
Oh, in Louisiana. Oh, yeah.
I crossed it one time in a truck and I thought it was fixing to fall. It looked rickety.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's your next book. Come out. When will we see that in stores?
I don't know. It'll be sometime next year. Possibly around summer sometime.
You ever have that writer's block or ghost writer's block?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Just have to check there.
Doesn't last. All writers have it. Doesn't last long.
I have that on making notes of where I'm supposed to go. Ooh.
I've got a book for you to write on, Doc.
What's that?
And this is a little different. It's a little off of what you're typically writing about, but I guess in a couple of years it'll be kind of like a ghost. The ghost media, I guess you could say. What happened to media over the last 3 years? I guess.
As in.
I mean, the way everything's changing, because it's going to the way TV is going towards like a ghost town. It's completely changing the total environment is.
Well, you've got your Joe Rogans, and no longer used to. I think a lot of people would, and correct me if I'm wrong here, would put out a narrative, and that's the only place you got your news, so you believed it. And now you're hearing other voices going, well, this is not exactly how that happened. And America's caught on to that. That's my 2 cents. Am I?
Yeah. No, the objectivity in reporting is just about gone.
Matter of fact, I'm going with you in just a little bit to speak at the University of West Alabama
Yes.
On similar subject, so to speak, of doing your thing. Now that we bring up something that's going on, we go to Lauderdale County. Did you know there were some shots fired last night?
Oh.
Sure was. Well, let's go to the southeast community, Powell Road. Let's pull this up where everybody can get this. Now, I've already spoken with our Sheriff Ward Calhoun this morning. I hated to wake him up, but it was getting near daylight, and I had to do it. Sheriff Ward Calhoun tells us at 12:55 a.m. last night, Lauderdale County 911 received a call that there was a disturbance and a possible shooting in the 900 block of Powell Road. Now, deputies had already responded there approximately an hour before to that same address for a disturbance. Upon arrival, the alleged shooter had left the scene. Metro responded to a threatened female with minor graze injuries to the leg. She refused additional medical services. They searched the area. The suspect was not located. They are continuing to look into this as to what happened there. So he was, a female was grazed in the leg. We didn't know how serious it was, but gunshot victim there. Could have been a lot worse, but the male subject fled the scene. I think even I got several reports he may have gone into Alabama east.
Well, trying to hide over there.
Yeah, to get out of the limelight there. So there. Boy, we had a bunch of wrecks this morning. If you were to be coming down Old Country Club Road from Highway 39 where Commercial Bank is, take a right where it dead ends down there where Billy Jack used to live. Off in the ditch the car went. It just sort of went flying through the air.
So no wings?
No wings. One vehicle accident. She's going to be okay. The ambulance was called off. She ended up being... That's the good news about that. But that is a dangerous... Because it's just a dead-end spot.
It just stops.
And here's a map of it. Let me show you this. This is Old Country Club. And this is Lazilla Road. And this is Confederate Drive, how you'd go into Marion. This is where it dead ends right there. And just off in those bushes. I think that's Ralph Morgan's place, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Ralph's place. Johnny Ralph. So a little boo-boo there.
I mean, that'll scare you.
And Paula, Huey P. Long. I was close.
Yep.
I remember seeing Huey Hogg on the... That's always... There's not that many people named Huey. Have you met
Huey
anybody?
and Louie?
But recently, you know any kids named Huey?
No.
I hadn't bumped into them.
That name, I guess, is kind of... I ain't met many Odies either.
You're the last of a dying breed.
Me and that little yellow dog on Garfield.
Times are changing. Now, let's go here. This is probably going to be changed and probably downgraded to aggravated assault, is what I see on this. Yesterday, 39th Avenue, 5th Street is where this was. 38th, right along there. 3800 block is where it actually took place. It came out as a male was stabbed yesterday. He was hurt. Much like the other night where we went to a motel where somebody was injured with a knife wound, it ended up being cut. It's not as serious after the police got to the scene. They're probably going to degrade this and from a stabbing to an assault. The female left the scene in quite a hurry, stepping in. We don't know what caused the argument. I can't even imagine what would lead to something like that.
Somebody called her a mama.
That could be too. So that went on yesterday. That was the earlier part of the day, and that's one of those tough decisions. And let me see if I can get over here of what I was doing as to why I say it was a tough decision. I got it over here somewhere, Odie. I'm trying to get there quickly. I was downtown Marion is why I say I had to make a decision. I can't get my hands on it. But I was right in the middle of a deep-fried Christmas tree cake.
Oh.
At the
Yeah,
Little
you
Griddle.
don't invite nobody for one of them.
And they were, shh, and I was live. And I could hear my phone going ding-a-ling-a-ling, and it was something's going on 5th Street. And then, what do you eat the cake or do you go to the emergency? I was a little late.
You eat the cake on the way to the emergency.
There you go.
I was a little late getting to the scene. But that did go on. And did y'all watch that video yesterday?
Which one?
Where they deep fried the Christmas tree cake. I didn't even know you could do that.
No, because I was hungry.
Well, you should go check it out. We'll find it here in a minute.
The Little Griddle has
Christmas tree cake.
Christmas tree, deep fried Christmas tree.
I ain't never seen anything like it.
You can deep fry anything. Snickers bars are good. Oreo cookies are good.
Just seems like it would melt when it would hit that grease is what goes through my head. But what do I know?
Oh, me.
So those are a few of the things that went on yesterday. We'll be right back. We got a lot more local events that have gone on over the last 24 hours. Don't run off. And don't forget those birthdays. I see a few of those popping up there. We'll be right back.
While everyone is getting ready for Thanksgiving, family, and football, there's an important runoff election coming up on November the 26th. I'm Jennifer Branning. It's time to bring new energy in a new generation of constitutional conservative leadership to the Mississippi Supreme Court. In this election, there's a difference. I'm the only candidate with legislative and courtroom experience, and I'm the only candidate endorsed by the Mississippi Republican Party. I ask for your vote for Supreme Court the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in. are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Things getting wild up in here, y'all.
Fried ice cream.
There ain't no such thing, Odie.
Awesome.
No.
Oh, yeah. Next time you go to Chino's, say, got to have some fried ice cream.
It would melt in the grease.
No, it don't take
Immediately.
it that long. No, you're done.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen something with caramel dipped on it, and it also makes it melt.
And then you
pretty
put the
quick.
caramel on top of it, and it's got it's in there quick. I mean, you got your batter that's around the ice cream, and that protects the ice cream while it goes down in there and pulls it back up. Kind of like the ice cream cone when you dip it into chocolate. That chocolate's 180 degrees, and you.
I don't do
put
that
it on
either.
in there.
You don't mess with your vanilla ice cream. Just don't do it.
Butterscotch. Oh, I remember when we had it. That was good stuff.
Look here. Here it is, that Christmas tree getting to be dipped in that grease. Boy, that was something else. But if you've never seen it go by, they're going to be serving these up today. It has, like you said, a batter that they put it in, and then off in there it goes into the grill. And then it'll come out on the other side here, so you don't have to watch the 2 minutes of it. She's fixing to come out here somewhere onto a plate. There it comes. And then they put that stuff on it there.
That powdered sugar.
Yeah, is that what that is?
Yeah.
There was the ending product there.
You don't know what made you drive faster when you got through eating that, dude.
That was what was going on yesterday. Good stuff there. If you've never had one, you can try it. Hey, we got a concert that Julia's group is doing, the Art Senate Community Events Society, a hurricane relief program.
Yeah, this is going to be a big deal at Dumont Plaza. It's going to be Thursday from 5 to 9. You've got Garrett Ip's going to be there spinning some records. You've got Southern Drive, Sneaky Tree, and Palindromes are going to be there. Every one of those are awesome groups. It's going to be a great time. Go down there, spend some time this Thursday evening, 5 to 9, at Dumont Plaza, and support our friends who are in need.
Did you say Sneaky Snake will be there?
Sneaky Tree.
Sneaky Tree. It reminded me of Tom T. Hall. Sneaky Snake. Do y'all remember that? When
That
Sneaky
is-
Snake comes crawling.
I don't think so.
So
A
Sneaky
wiggling
Tree
and a giggling.
is my buddy. Golly, he's got the Billy Lyons. If I'm not mistaken, that's his group.
Okay.
Billy, I've been good friends with Billy for a
Names
long
are getting
time.
weirder,
He's a good
y'all.
old guy.
Yeah.
Couch in the woods, Sneaky
A
Trees.
couch in the woods. Now, Sneaky Tree's been there for a while. Couch in the woods is new.
All a little
Garrett
different
Ip
there for
throwing
me.
a little spin. Amy will be there dancing, I know.
There you go. As we go back to the, this is just always a little mess there. You've been through there, what we call the Texas turnaround in Meridian.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday was, well, no different. As we go there for an accident that happened yesterday. Let's hit play here. We had 2 cars involved, actually 3 cars involved in the accident yesterday.
Ooh.
No major injuries, but boy, it sure messes up an afternoon there when something like that happens. We also, as we go over by the U.S. Post Office, where is this at? Here we go, the post office yesterday afternoon. I drove up on this as we had an accident there.
Whoop, you
Missing.
can't leave that bumper, that grill there.
It's sort of gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, everything looks kind of normal. Let's get here to the side of this minivan, and it has a issue.
Oh, that's going to leave
my
a mark.
goodness.
Yeah, boy.
That's a pretty big one there. Glass all in the road there from the door, the window. When I walked up on that, I was seeing the glass in the middle of the intersection. I thought, well, the cars from here don't look bad, but that's what it was the window panes. That
And
were
right
busted.
there in the driver's side.
Yes,
too.
and that'll shake you up.
Yeah, it will.
Again, no major. It's going to be sore this morning without a doubt. We always feel for anybody because when something like that happens, you're still okay for a few minutes because that adrenaline kicks in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
You
like
don't
after
quite feel it then.
bending down doing something you hadn't done in years, and then the next day you can't walk, and you're going, oh.
It's like old Papa Smurf used to say at the racetrack when somebody hit the wall, say, ooh, you need to take 2 aspirins before you go to bed and 2 aspirin before you wake up.
That's about I've gotten to where if I think I'm going to do something I hadn't done in a while, I go ahead and take one. This has happened to everybody in their lifetime. At some point in time, your cars, well, just quit on you. There's nothing you can do. And, well, we come here right in front of Chili's right there at that intersection. It quit. Had to call a tow truck to pull it out of the road there.
Ooh, and that's a busy little intersection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just, but, you know, like mine that day when the white Tahoe just decided to go, ugh. They can't help it. They just don't know any better.
I got a report. Man, what's going on? I said, I don't know. What are you talking about? I see Scotty Ray's truck being up on a wrecker. I said, I don't know. I'll call you back. So I called Scotty Ray, and he answered the phone. What smart words you got to say? And I said, well, you just answered my question. He said, what's that? And I said, I heard you was broke down, but you just answered that with a yes. Yeah, I can't believe it. And I said, well, record it. This is news.
Yeah.
So you recorded it, and what was it, like 500,000 views?
It was a bunch.
And people wanted, I've got to show you this. Bob sent me a picture of your new vehicle. And I'm going to have to send this to you.
Okay.
Because I think this is the coolest thing in the world. There's a picture of your new vehicle.
Oh, the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That's
so
cute.
I'll have to send that so you'll get it. But, yeah, Bob was on
I
it.
had one of those instances where I was going down, 24th Avenue yesterday, and I thought, man, I need to get to 8th Street, and if I go down by the Temple Theater, it's going to be blocked. There's always a line. So I hang a right at Walgreens, and I run up there to fire station number 1 to take a left, and the road is blocked. So I back up, and I take off. I go another street over, hang a left, and the road is blocked. I went like 4 blocks before I found a road that was open to get to 8th Street. I'd have been better to have gone through the red light. Some days it just doesn't work out for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you can't get to the scene. Little things like that. Coming up, we're going to go over some weather, and also we'll check in on what happened in today's history. Our history guy is here.
Oh, yeah.
He's usually pretty good at this. We'll find out next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We're showing some signs there in Clark County that rain is moving to the east. Let's pull this up. It's moved away from downtown Quitman there on 45 to the eastern side of the county. Still pouring rain there, but lightening up a little bit. Not much better in Lauderdale County at this point. Look at this rain that we still got here. Again, drive careful. School buses rolling, kids everywhere today as everybody anticipates getting out for Thanksgiving. How long do y'all get out at the university for Thanksgiving?
A week.
A week? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Y'all got big plans?
Black Friday shopping.
Blake, do y'all still do the turkey at home, or do you have it brought in?
We get honey baked ham.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I kind of like those.
Yeah,
All right,
they hit the spot.
They do. All right, let's get into a little bit of history today. I can remember learning this, and at one time I knew all the words to it. At this point, I know 407 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this nation, and I forget the rest. A nation
dedicated and consecrated.
Yeah.
But
and I lose it a little bit.
I lose it
that.
too.
What's interesting about this speech is it was written on the back of a used piece of paper, if I remember. The guy before him got up and spoke, He spoke an hour and a half.
Oh, like almost 2 hours.
It just rattled on and on. This old boy, this skinny, gets up and speaks for 12 minutes. It is the most remembered speech that America has. The Gettysburg Address happened upon this day. 1863, 275 words. Man alive. And it was a powerful speech there of describing what our country was going through at that point in time.
Dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
He's remembering a little more.
He's getting there.
It's coming.
And I knew every bit of it at one point. It's just been
I think
so
we
long.
all did.
English.
Yeah.
You had to learn those
We
things.
all forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. You had to learn poetry, too, like Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. They don't even teach that anymore.
They don't.
No.
Well, that's not in Common Core.
I guess that's right.
But I didn't realize that it wasn't taught anymore.
No.
I learned all that.
No, my students don't know it.
Whew. Well, we're going to have a questionnaire today.
Yeah.
1933, this guy was born, and he was always if you watched any movies during the 80s and 90s, he was always on the screen behind whatever was going on.
Yeah, they had him in a lot, like a cameo.
He had he had more wives than Carter had peanuts, I'll say that.
You know, he got up. He didn't do anything on his own. He got up, got a cup of coffee, went and had somebody do his hair every morning and doing this and doing. I mean, he had somebody pamper him a whole way.
Where can we get one of them?
We've been looking.
He took his last name seriously.
He sure did.
Yes. This next guy you would hear out of him out of Atlanta. And he just got bigger and bigger and bigger. He happened to own a little ball team called the Braves.
Yeah.
Then he got bigger when he started something that the nation, it was brilliant. It truly was brilliant what he did. Now, it turned from where it started because when it did start, it was great.
Well, it was the only one of its kind. 24 hours of news and information going out. But, when I was in high school, you know, we had to use that because we also learned about current events. So we had to pay attention to what was going on to talk about it in class.
But I remember at the time thinking, there ain't enough stuff to talk about. Boy, what I didn't know. There is. There truly is.
And then he started TVN, Turner Broadcasting Network.
Yeah.
And I think it's changed names to something else now, but it's still going on. So.
Well, out there somewhere, as we were all younger, there used to be a TV show that come on, had a bear in it. A guy that stayed up on a mountain. And you better remember where I'm going with this?
With Gentle Ben. Wasn't it Gentle Ben?
I think that's what his name may have been. Dan Haggerty. Anybody remember this?
Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
And it was Ben was his name, wasn't it?
Ben, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams, boy, he just dropped off the face of the earth after that show.
Drugs.
Oh, was it?
Wow. Yes.
I did not know that. I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah.
Shame on him.
We've got a guy at UWA, professor we call Grizzly Adams.
Really? Big old boy?
Big old boy.
Burly?
Yeah. Yeah, beard.
And if I remember right, correct me, when Grizzly Adams would come down, it was Uncle Jesse that was also on the show. Denver Powell, wasn't he on the show?
I don't remember.
I'm almost certain that he was on there.
Casey said if she's anybody in your mama's class at Northeast, you learned poetry.
Yes, you did. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Good for her.
Jane Fonda, they say he was married to
Yeah,
Fonda.
exactly.
He was.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Boy, she was
Ted
way
Turner,
out
the
there.
largest landowner in Montana, still fly fishes daily. I did not know that either. Huh. This next guy, the first time I ever heard his name was when I was watching Back to the Future. I'm not lying.
Isn't your name Calvin?
I had no idea. Everything was Fruit of the Loom in Scooter, Mississippi. Calvin Klein was born on this day back in 42. Somebody said he invented some cologne or something, too. Is that true?
I don't know.
Probably.
Could be a rumor there. I mean, everybody, y'all all know this. Polo was the only cologne or Old Spice that you could use. Everybody got Old Spice for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then if you were very special, you got that little bottle that had the sack of the Polo.
Oh, Polo was a big deal.
Yeah, I don't wear any of it, so.
In high school, I wore high karate.
High karate aftershave.
Yes.
They mentioned that in Bubba Hyde.
Did they?
Diamond Rio slaps on his high karate aftershave. Okay, maybe
Jennifer
I'm
Powell was on that show.
Okay,
and Gentle Ben was a show with Dennis Weaver.
Yeah, that could be right. I don't know what that bear's name.
I don't
was.
know. Probably Yogi.
Probably, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
You want to pick a nickel basket?
I love those shows.
Oh, I did too.
1970. I did not know who this guy was until a sale started. I'd never heard of him. A guy named Jack Dorsey. Does that ring a bell with you?
Mm-hmm.
Should.
Well, he owned a little company called Twitter, and I didn't know who he was until he got ready to sell it, and that would be Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So he was born on this date, and what's scary is how young this guy is and how rich he is now. 1976, Jack Dorsey was born and would sell that. And truthfully, that is the first site probably to where it's not really hounded on what you can say. Twitter, you can kind of say what you want unless you just get off
Now
some
you
bad
can't,
thing.
Yeah.
Now, when he had it, you could.
Oh, yeah, it was anything was blocked and thrown off.
Oh, she's a beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, we found something that Odie likes.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. And I have, forgive me, y'all. Debbie told me about this scene. Was the first time and I went, do what? I didn't watch it and I don't plan on it. But anybody ever heard of a TV show? It had what's his name? That was Billy Crystal that was in all those horse riding shows.
Oh, that was a
Slick.
comedian.
A comedian.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
where
City
he wrote
Slickers or
City
something.
Slickers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was in a movie called When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
And apparently there was a Meg Ryan scene that I didn't see. She was born today.
I want what she's having.
So you saw it.
That's the line. Oh, I had to go with my wife.
I never watched that, but apparently that was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And so everybody around her said, I want what she's having.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
We won't go into it.
There you go. Use your imagination.
Now we know. Let's see. This girl has been in tons of things. Silence of the Lambs is one of them. I remember, was it Snakes on a Plane or something like that?
I don't know if she was in it, but yeah,
she was on some plane to where she couldn't get off. I can't remember what the movie. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn located. Jodie Foster.
Oh, sure, yeah.
She was born today, back in 1962. She's tough now.
She was also in
what else?
Twister.
Jodie? What's she playing at?
One of the people who was chasing the tornadoes. I'm
Since
pretty
when?
sure wasn't she in the Twister? Who was in the
I
Twister?
don't think so.
Oh. No. You're thinking of the blonde-headed girl.
Yeah.
That was in
Helen Hunt.
How Much Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I don't know why I got stuck on Julie Foster.
You sound like you got a thing for her.
No, not her.
I don't think she likes you. I'm just going to put it that way.
Now, Meg Ryan, that's a different story.
Who's that?
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. I thought you said Mary McBride. I was going to say, who's that?
I don't know who that is either.
1969. I cannot pronounce her name. I'm just going to tell you. But she was on Wicca. She was on the Cosby Show. We all remember the face. Here she is. She was born today also. Y'all remember her?
Rika Alexander.
No. She's one of the Cosby kids. A show that's almost gone. You just don't see it in reruns like you used to. That's been erased.
Nobody sells fudge pops anymore either.
Remember the Turnip Green song? I like this guy right up until he was rude to the elderly couple, and I didn't have anything for him after that. I lost interest in him. He was out fishing, and it was an elderly couple asking him a question, and he got right down ugly with them, and I never bought another CD after that. Billy Currington had a birthday in 73. He had the Turnip Green song and asked Miss Bell for
with the sweet tea?
Yeah.
And That Road Comes Back to Me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I know what song you're talking about.
But after that, there's right and there's wrong in this world.
Yeah.
What was the old saying? Never talk back to old folks. Well, he did, and that crossed that line to me. And there ain't nothing he can do to change it now.
Well, you look at Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt Sr., and they asked what made them so popular, and he said, because I carry an ink pen with me, and if somebody says, hey, I say, hey, back, and I sign their piece of paper, because they're the ones that make me as popular as I am, not me.
That's a good point there.
That is true. Yeah.
Let's see here. This guy, I think the world of. When he retired, he was like Johnny Carson. He went away, and you have not heard from him since. I don't think you're going to either. He just went whoop and faded off into the night. Ricky Van Shelton had a #1 song today, I'll Leave This World Loving You. He, Rockin' Years, Rockin' Babies with Dolly. Do y'all remember that duet he done with him? And then, of course, the one that just put him on the map. Hello, yeah, this is me.
Now I remember that one.
To where the girlfriend calls him to see if he's been following her. No, I haven't shed a tear since you left. I bet somebody lied.
Oh, Foster was in Contact. Y'all remember that movie where she went back in time?
Missed that one.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. You had to go watch it. Contact.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she dropped. She was in a little ball, and they dropped it. And
Yes.
she went back.
I'm just going to mention the words of a song so y'all don't think I'm referring to myself. When I think of her,
well, good, because there ain't nobody in here that's going to do it.
when I think of this woman, I always hear this. Yeah, you see somebody and a song pops in your head. This line always goes ding, 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 ding. Dwight Yoakam's in the corner. Lyle Lovett's got his hand on my thigh. Shut Up and Kiss Me went #1 by Mary Chapin Carpenter today. I feel lucky. Do y'all remember that? I always think of her when I hear her. Well, I made the room go silent on that one there.
Right, yeah.
I think we just move right on to something else.
Jodie Foster was also in Taxi Driver.
Missed that one.
But she was like 12 years old.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
Panic Room, and I did see that.
Panic Room was good, yes.
That was a good movie.
Yes.
But wasn't Dwight in that also?
Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, if I remember right. Well, there were some thieves that were serious about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2003, an arrest warrant, and I'm sure that through the cop world, news was traveling. Y'all believe this warrant we're fixing to go serve? It had to happen because he's a little odd, and nobody had ever been inside Neverland before.
Oh,
ooh.
We're not older.
Yeah,
you were right. You had an age limit there of getting in.
I'm sorry, forgive me, Lord.
I ain't never. For a man that had so much talent to have.
Oh,
so
he
strange.
had it. I mean, as a child, all the way up, the ability to write the song, to sing it, to act, the dancing that he developed. I mean, he was good, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. He was good.
We got a misspelled word alert coming up. Ding, 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 ding. It's coming. There's nothing we can do about it, so we thought we'd warn you.
Yeah.
A small town Southern man is on the way. Alan Jackson had a #1 hit back in 07.
Did you write that?
Yeah, I accidentally done that.
Okay.
That was me. Somehow or another missed that big S on the keyboard.
Yeah. Well, you got to have one a day.
Oh, I got plenty. Odie, help me. What was the name of the movie, the TV show that this lady did weekly? That was Touched by an Angel is what it was.
That's it. You done shot me in the pinky toe.
That was Harlem Nights.
Yes, it was. That was a good movie.
Della Reese would pass away today in 2017. If y'all don't remember that,
but
Touched by an Angel was big.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
And it does make you wish that something like that could come to light, to where God did travel along, and He may do that and touch things that we're not even aware of. Heal the sick and needy.
You got that right. He's touched a whole lot of stuff for me that.
But it
now
it does make you wonder: is there an angel in the room at times?
Oh, there's an angel always with us. Now, whether that angel's there, it's going to intervene or not, it depends. But we've all got angels around us.
Mr. Freak passed away today, and I'll word it that way because Charles Manson.
Before he got that tattoo on his forehead, I reckon.
Yeah, that was because he had several there.
Swastika.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm. This next guy, CMA Entertainer of the Year, Grand Ole Opry star, Songwriters Hall of Fame, and the song that I had no idea that he wrote, Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. I heard the slamming of the screen door.
Oh, it's Kenny Rogers.
He sang it, but who wrote it?
I don't know.
I was shocked that he wrote this.
Guess who's drowning in the lake today?
Doodah. Mel Tillis wrote that. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
I didn't either.
Singing these good woman blues. Boy, that's one of my favorite Mel Tillis.
Look up there at the top where it says...
misspelled word too?
Well, no, I was looking at the Coca-Cola Cowboy.
You got an Eastwood Smile and a Robert... you got an
Robert Redford...
But you got a Robert Redford Smile and a... Oh, boy, I done got tongue twisted here, and I can't remember what it is.
Don't remember.
And she walked away with my heart like it was Texas and taught me how to say, I just don't care. It's been a while since I've heard that.
Yeah.
The Robert Redford line will come back to me. But she's just a Coca-Cola cowboy. That was good stuff there. And I ain't never, he wrote so many and then gave us Pam Tillis as well. His daughter went on to become a star of her own. Mm-hmm. But when he was writing songs for everybody, and it hit in the early 70s and just took off. The guy was good. But how God works with people, he couldn't talk, just stuttered. But boy, he sure could sing.
Oh, he was smooth singing.
That's it. He's got a Robert Redford hair and an Eastwood smile. But she walked across my heart like it was Texas and taught me, okay, I'm with y'all. I was close. We would lose this young lady. I remember her being in the White House today. We lost her a year ago today. Her husband is very sick at this point and the oldest living president that we've ever had.
100 years old.
Do y'all remember when Rosalind looked like that?
Yeah, now that I see the picture, I can say, yes, that's Ms. Carter, but I wouldn't I couldn't put her picture in my head.
You wouldn't have picked her out in the lineup?
No.
But it's been a year ago. She was, I think, 96 when she passed away. Mm-hmm. So a few things that happened on this date as we go back to remember those who came and went before us.
Sandy's trying to be funny.
What's Sandy say?
She said Mel Till is one of her favorites.
And the doodad thing a minute ago was Jerry Clower. Do you know that, Alan?
No.
Where they were fishing, and the guy that drowned was Doodah, and one of the guys that was fishing with him they drew straws, and somebody had to go tell the wife that he had drowned, and he stuttered. And he knocks on the door to tell her husband's died, and he can't get it out. And he goes, guess who drowned in the lake today? Doodah.
You know, you are offending a large portion of your audience.
It was funny. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Y'all come on out and see us at J&J Used Cars, Highway 19 South in the Southeast community. We right up the hill from the red light. Wide variety of nice quality used cars. Got 4-door Z71s. Hey, Christmas gonna be here before you know it. Wife, daughter, they will get you off your feet and back in the street. Right here at J&J Used Cars on Highway 19 South, Meridian.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, Dr. Alan Browning with us. And Alan has been such a friend of ours through the years, 30 plus years now. As time goes on and on, time has gotten away from us.
Yes,
Debbie said they're used to it. Said, sir, the audience of Scotty Ray Reports aren't that easily offended.
We had a boo-boo last night. Yeah, if you're leaving College Park, headed toward the interstate, right as you get on top of the bridge, you know, where you're coming down the hill where you can go sell your aluminum cans.
Right.
Southern Scrap.
Yeah.
Right there, we had an auto accident on the bridge last night. When you topped the crest, there it was.
Ooh.
So rumor is that a fire chief was parked in the middle of the road trying to help to divert traffic from having a boo-boo there. We got on the scene, and this is what we found last night. Here's where the accident was there. Look how, that's right at the crest of that bridge. Rump row as we look at all of that. So no major injuries, but it was in just a bad spot. They finally did get the cars down to the bottom of the hill to where traffic could roll.
I'm glad
again.
you gave the location of where that was at.
Why is that?
so everybody would know. I mean, people needed to know where the location of that was. You go across that bridge, and
there it is.
There it is. You're sitting there going, uh-oh.
Have you ever come up on something? I'm going to tell you something. I went to an accident or a fire yesterday afternoon of a log truck that caught on fire. And you ever just felt bad for somebody? This was a guy that owned his own rig.
Oh, yeah.
And he had an electrical fire. And I got there, and they got the fire out. But the bad part is his truck is destroyed. All the wiring is gone. One owner, that's his only truck that he's got, and now he's down, which means you can't make any money if your truck. My heart felt for him.
Yeah.
I hope he gets that fixed. I hope he can find somebody that can help him out with that.
Definitely try and help him, get him back going again.
Let's talk about an everyday occurrence as we go to Marion. I mean, this is every day. But yesterday, I missed out on including horses. We like to include all types of livestock here at the show.
You don't want to offend any horses.
No, we do not. We had goats, we had horses and cows out on Marion Russell Road yesterday. They just don't like that fence.
No, the grass is greener on the other side, isn't it?
I think all the deputies in the end are going to get some beef once this is over, because every night they're dealing with this.
Well, each one of them's got a lasso on the back.
They're rangers.
Yeah.
That pretty common there. And yesterday, what are the Vegas odds on how long this will be up?
We need to put up a betting pool. What do you call that? Squares? Because right here.
It ain't gonna last long.
At the bait and tackle shop in the church there on 493, right there at that curve.
New guardrail went up yesterday.
Guardrail.
Make a note somewhere where we'll remember this of what day it went up. This one went down, and I didn't even know that it had happened. He just took it right with him.
So let's see.
It's
guardrail.
Just people can't make that turn. And I got several.
18.
I got several texts about, well, the state owns the land. Why don't they just straighten? I ain't got the answer. I'm sure it's expensive. Is why they haven't done it. But
so that was part of the 3-laned area, and don't know why, but that curve at the last minute got taken out. So they can't straighten that curve up. But original plan was to straighten that curve. And I've always kind of said, and I know I upset some people, but
imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. When they redid that one bridge and that curve right up from there, they made that bridge easier to get across, and now you've got more of a speed that comes into where you've got a 80-degree turn. And if you hadn't slowed down from the previous curve, now you've got more speed to gain. You're going to end up with that, and you see.
It's nearly a weekly wreck there.
Weekly, you're tearing that up. Now, I'm not a wreckologist or nothing.
Are you sure, Odie?
But I got a little common sense that goes along. See, I even went to Barrett University.
There you are. Y'all be careful. It's wet there today. I can't tell you how many times people have gone off in that. And as a kid, that used to be the juke joint. There was a juke joint in that curve, and it was wreck after wreck. Even back then.
What was the name of it? The Dewdrop Inn.
Is that what it was?
I believe so.
But I remember that. Hey, we got something neat coming up. We want everybody to come out and enjoy. This will be here before you know it. In remembrance of Jack. The luminaries of Martin are coming on December the 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. This, you can go to the Meridian Christmas Parade and then come out immediately after to see the candles there. So a lot of folks are going to take part of that. And boy, we'll start going over this week of all of the Christmas parades that we're aware of. If you hadn't gotten us yours yet, we'd love to hear from you. So that's up and coming here in just a moment. All right, mark your calendars. If we got any Rod Stewart fans?
Well, I like him.
Kind of shocking that he's coming to Mississippi.
Really?
Yeah. He's going to be August 5th of next year at the Brandon Amphitheater.
I like the Brandon Amphitheater.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you have that dream that Meridian would have had that?
No.
Yeah, it didn't, did it?
Well, we have a nice place to put it.
He's getting pretty old, though.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, yeah, Rod's on up there. We hope he makes
is.
it to the show. Not being ugly or anything, but
happens to the best of us.
Tickets probably will be kind of stout for a show like this.
Yeah.
But that's a big name for Mississippi to get.
Yes.
We're glad to have that. And again,
Brandon's getting a lot of names.
Yeah, we could have if someone had the vision. Could have, would have, should have.
I saw James Taylor there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you do okay?
Oh, wonderful.
Is he one of those non-talkers who just goes from one song to the next?
Pretty much, I think.
I like those people that talk to me. Go, hey, how you doing? I wrote this on the bus when I was...
No, he did. Now that I think about it, he did talk about some of them. If he had a personal connection, a funny story to tell about it,
a
he
lot
did.
of times you go see these superstars and you've never seen them and they just stand there and they do nothing and they're not entertaining.
No, he was not that way. No.
I like a good entertainer that makes me feel good about giving them $100.
Yeah.
You know, some of the best concerts I've been to was not
ones
the
you snuck
main
into.
singer. Yeah, those. I always had more money for drinks, but were not just the artist, but the actual songwriters. And if you have a chance to go to a songwriters night, they're usually not, but $10 to get in, and they tell you the story of why they wrote this song, how they wrote this song, and then they sing that song, and it turns out to be a wonderful time. Used to have them all the time at the Temple Theater.
Yeah, I remember.
Someone asked, why don't we have anything at the Ag Center? I did about 5 concerts at the Ag Center, and it is the most horrible sound that you can imagine for a musician to come. And it hits that metal and just bounces around. The walls are open. You can do it, but it's a challenge.
Charlie Daniels Band.
Yep.
They were there.
Yep, I remember.
And you were there. I remember.
Yep.
And I was there.
01 was when we brought Charlie to, no, that was 02. I had Montgomery Gentry the first year in 01. It was 02 that Charlie came. Man, he was good.
That was when you were doing stuff with Seymour, wasn't it? Seymour the Fish?
We done some stuff with Seymour. New South Ford was a part of those days of bringing those shows to Meridian. They were big. Had a lot of fun. Montgomery Gentry was incredible. Joe Diffie, if y'all remember him being in town. He's no longer with us.
Kelly Pickler?
No,
Did
I
you
wasn't
have
part
anything to do with that one?
I didn't have, no, that wouldn't have ranked on my scale of somebody that I would bring.
She was country.
She was country, but she wasn't any good.
She was good to look at. I don't
She
care
might have
what.
been good to look at, but she didn't have no hits.
That was fine with me.
Joe
Well, when
Nichols.
she came here, she was brand new. She had just won her bid on one of those shows, and she was not a huge name.
Right, that's why I wouldn't have brought her. That's why I didn't.
But she was. Somebody did, and I was glad because I bought a ticket to go look at her.
I remember I had Taylor's, when I resigned, I had Taylor Swift booked for the show that never happened. And we walked off into the sunset. Thank you, Urban Radio Broadcast. I had to go on about my merry little way there since you saw.
You and Taylor went walking?
No,
One of those songs is about you.
And, back then, I think it was maybe $35,000 for her back in the day, something like that. It was real reasonable.
Now it's
I remember
$35 million.
Trace Atkins being one of the higher acts. He wanted $60,000 in a contract about Yalon, but he was real nice, and it worked out well for him. But y'all just have no idea what it costs to bring an act to town and what those contract writers that they ask for the stuff afterwards. And you better read every line.
Yeah.
Twice. Dressing room.
Hank wants a fifth.
M&Ms. There is a country artist that requests that only yellow and red M&Ms be in his cup in his room.
So you had to hand pick all that?
Scotty Ray didn't bring him. There becomes a point where you go, nah, you just stay in Nashville.
But then you'd get to eat the other colors.
That's true. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll do birthdays next, coming up at the Scotty Ray Report.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Rockhouse Gun & Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun & Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun & Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back, friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We thank Professor Dr. Alan Brown for coming in this morning with us. Thank you, sir.
I'm not sure what I contributed to the program today, but
you were all over there. You were our backup spelling checker. We got any birthdays this morning, Odie?
We do have some birthdays. We got Janice Wiggins having a birthday. David Barfield's having a birthday.
Whoa.
Ryan Godwin's having a birthday. Isabella, we think maybe Parker, 5 years old, is having a birthday. Wesley Warren and twins Kyle and Kelly Bankston's having a birthday. And today, while you're out, stop at the store and get you an ice-cold Coca-Cola and start your day with a little bit of a pep. Because right here, you can do that, and you can help the store that you're buying it at, and you can help Meridian Coca-Cola. Thank you to Meridian Coca-Cola and everything they do for our area. If you're like Greg, you like the Diet Coke. Me and Scotty like the plain old good, downright ice-cold Coca-Cola, but got to have it in the glass container.
Absolutely there.
Yeah.
I see that the Mississippi College is going to be changing their name. It's gotten approved. It's going to be called the Mississippi Christian University.
And
in
losing
Jackson.
a football team.
Yeah, getting rid of the ball team there.
Really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
you just had to know that.
Johnny
Mark?
Rideout's having a birthday.
All right. As we leave each and every day, what's our Bible verse for the day?
So today, boy, I tell you, when even the short ones still have some powerful meanings. We're going to go to John 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. And it's one thing. We may not agree with everything everyone does. We may not support everyone's thoughts. But that doesn't mean that we don't love them. And it doesn't mean that we can't love them. You can disagree with someone's actions and still continue to love them like God has loved us. Let him show you the way he loves us and bring him into your heart and start your day and end your day with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It will change your life. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Hump Day be here tomorrow. Until then, remember, God loves you, and so do we.